Welcome to The Rock. We are passionate about challenging athletes to pursue excellence on and off the court to help reach their God-given potential. Thomas, JC, and Jesse Sanders are three former Division I players holding numerous collegiate records. From homeschool basketball to NCAA tournament games and six-figure pro contracts, we're discussing lessons learned to help you improve your game and character.
So you never lost a game in homeschool nationals, right?
Sure about that?
I did not. I know. No, I in high school. I lost one when I was 14. Memphis Nighthawks. Freshman through senior year, never lost one.
Okay, so what was unique about that team or culture, that group that you're playing with?
Looking back, I think of if anyone would have saw most of our games looking at two teams warm up, they would pick the other team 20, 30 points every time. It never once even crossed my mind. I'd be like, oh, they got 2, 3, 4 Division I players. I didn't care. I would acknowledge, like, hey, who's going on over there? But Dad had us so focused on what we do, and he made teams adjust to us. So winning was just in our heads. Winning breeds winning. I don't know if you remember always saying that.
Yeah.
And so the confidence was so instilled of guys that, on that team, of our sophomore team, we were 41-3 or something. Not a lot of other college basketball players playing, a lot of Division I players, and they had the same concept. Like, dudes, we were not all that skilled, but the confidence, and it wasn't like a false arrogance, but just the confidence that when we have what it takes to win this game, and we would find a way.
I played a lot of good players, and I've been around a lot of good players. And for me, I had a guy challenge me to lead. You need to be the greatest competitor. And to me, there's a big difference. Like, okay, there's guys who play hard and there's talented players, and then there's guys who compete. And there's a difference between a good player and a competitor. And I was striving to be the hardest competitor every single game. And, in today's terms, kids talk about like, oh, that guy's a dog. And what they're saying is, that guy doesn't back up. There's no fear. I think it's the result of preparation. I think the guys who I see who are those dogs, you look in the NBA, guys like, you think of like that generation is like Kobe and Michael Jordan, these guys, and the preparation was so strong, and that breeds confidence, and I think that oozes to your teammates. And so for me, it was always like, man, I got to prepare to lead my team by example. And from that, you create a competitor, not just a talented player, but someone who's like, I will go to battle with that guy, and I have that confidence because I've put in that work. I'm ready for this game, doesn't matter what they have. And so for me, that's how I tried to position my mind. As I got older and more of a player, better player, that's kind of how I continue to position it. Go high school, college, professional, what's like, if you were to pick an award, an accolade, an honor, that would be like, hey, that's kind of like my most proud moment as an athlete. What would that be? And then how do you reflect on that, I guess, at this stage in your life? What does that mean to you?
Junior year, I was given the award of Player of the Year in the conference, Big South Player of the Year. Honestly, I felt most of my playing career I was chasing you. So Cabe and I knew this. Tom's 4 years older than Cabe and I, and Thomas goes on to play Division I. Okay, I'm going to do the same workouts. It's going to be it when get a college scholarship. And then get that scholarship, then I want to be a starter.
The next time.
Then I want to win this. I want to lead the conference in assists. There's always something. That one to me was like, if I could ever do that, Thomas got this thing, if I could ever do that. And I remember waking up that next morning and kind of being like, well, shoot, right now. Okay, cool.
I had a teammate when I was playing in Europe, and he had spent time on the Lakers with Kobe. So he was friends with Kobe, and this guy, I remember there was one day we were in the locker room, and he was talking, and in his mind, he wanted to have just a fraction of what Kobe, and we started talking about like his
Like the money and everything.
Money and all this stuff. My mind was just kind of going crazy, but what it opened my eyes up to was, this guy's still chasing with everything that he had. He spent 10 years in the league, and he was still chasing like it was never enough. It was eye-opening to me, like, well, I guess that journey never ends, because I was chasing where he got to. He was chasing where Kobe was at, and you're still on the same train. And it was like, it kind of blew my mind, because I was thinking, oh, this guy accomplished everything that most guys want to play. He made the most elite league in the world.
I guess to me that there's honor in that pursuit, that goal, that drive. And then what I look back with fondness, it's not a trophy or a plaque. It's, the process that we went through as brothers, as teammates, the guys that I loved doing life with. It was, being in the trenches, slugging it out, and that's what I remember. And then you take it one step further, all that stuff ends. Basketball ends, accolades end. There's someone else that's better. Some award's going to be broken, some record reset. And it's like, that's what pumps me up about what we're doing now, is challenging guys with, take your eyes off the temporal into the eternal.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a prize that doesn't end. There's awards waiting in heaven that are so much greater than this game.